Good morning, class 3. So, today we're gonna start with a new chapter, that is solid, liquid, and gas. So, there are basically three states of matter, okay, which we name as solid, liquid, and gas. And the first question, as you can see in your textbook, okay, there are some pictures given below, and we have to identify the three forms of water shown in the picture. So, the first one we have uh, cubes of ice which has been melting. Then we have a container full of hot water, okay. Then we have a glass of water. Then there is a picture of a sun, and there is a picture sun with the ocean, okay. So we have to name it accordingly. The first picture uh, will be your solid, okay, which is a ice cubes. Then we have bucket full of hot water. The which water will become in liquid. Then the vapor coming out of that water will be your gas. So you have to write liquid comma gas. Then the glass full of water will be your liquid. After that we have sun and the ocean. We have to write liquid as and gas. Why? Because uh, due to the sun, the heat of the sun, the ocean starts, you know, evap- evaporation, evaporating, and the water is converted to vapor. So we have to write these names. Then after this, so first we have here is solid. So things which are fixed, which has a fixed shape and size, they do not flow and cannot pour into container. Example: pen, book, table, chair, board, and there are lot more which we can take it as a example of solid. So the things which have a fixed shape and cannot flow. So these are some of the examples for solid. And the things which do not have fixed shape and can flow easily and can take the shape of the container when they are poured in, okay, that will be your liquid. So some of the example will water, oil, milk, okay. And there is a gas, things that has a no shape or size of its own. Water vapor is a gas, cannot be seen. The air with we breathe, that contains a gas called oxygen. So basically what you have to understand here is we have to specify their properties, okay, as per their so things which have fixed shape. So if they have a shape and they have a size, okay, and they do not flow from one place to another place, and that will be your solid. So you have to remember these properties of states, the properties of matter, okay. Accordingly you can classify whether it is solid, liquid, or it is a gaseous form. So now let's remember questions. Sort the following. Write S for solid, L for liquid, and G for gas. As you can see in your textbook, there are uh, 6 pictures given in your textbook, okay. So we have to identify whether it is solid, liquid, or gas. So there is a picture of a river, okay. They are pointing at the water, so the water is your liquid. Then we have a picture of a sharpener, which is a form of solid. Then we have a kettle. From its mouth there is a vapor coming out, so they are pointing at the vapor. So the vapor will be your gas. Then there is a picture of an ice cream cone, so that will be your solid, and they are pointing at a glass full of water, so that will be your liquid, and the lid of a water bottle, that is also a liquid, sorry, solid. Moving on, so then we have changes of form. So when water freezes to form ice, then ice melts to form water, and when water is heated longer, small bubbles start forming. This process is called boiling. So then steam rises up from boiling water. Steam is a water in the form of gas. The process by which the water changes into steam on heating is called evaporation. So as by uh, as you can see in your textbook, okay, there is a diagram on the right hand side. So when the ice is start melting, okay, it takes the form of water as usual. Then when the water is heated longer enough that it start bubble, the small bubble starts forming. This process is called boiling. So when we call it, it will call boiling water, or it is a process of boiling. Then steam rises up in the boiling water. Steam in the is water in the form of gas. So steam is also a form of water in the form of gas. This process by which water changes into steam on heating is called evaporation. So I have underlined that thing, okay, evaporation. And then if you hold the lid of a plate above the boiling water, the steam touches the lid. The steam then cools down and changes into tiny droplets. This is called condensation. Steam condenses to form a water. So if you hold a cover or a lid above the boiling water, the steam touches the lid and it starts forming into a tiny droplets, which is called condensation. So this is how the changes of form is occurred, and we will get to know how the solid changes into liquid, then liquid changes into gas, and again gas changes into liquid. So there are three forms of water: solid, liquid, and gas. Okay, changes of form from one another to another by heating or cooling. So changes of form, how this actually works, okay, how this changing of form from solid to liquid and liquid to again into solid. So we can see in your textbook, okay, there is a diagram in below the paragraph, okay, where there shows the three forms of water, okay, solid, liquid, and gas, and can change from one form to another by heating or by cooling. So this is the process how we able to know that from ice from ice on heating, they will it will be converted into uh, liquid form. Then on again heating that liquid into uh, a container, okay, or utensil, it will convert it into this will convert it into gaseous form, okay, by not heating or by cooling that water, okay, which is called condensation. We will get again a liquid, and by again cooling or freezing that liquid, we will get a ice cubes, which is a solid form. So this is the process how melting, freezing, boiling, okay, evaporation, condensation process works, and can change from one form to another by heating or by cooling. Moving on. So these are the main four processes which we come across in this chapter or in this lesson. So the process by which a solid changes into a liquid on heating is called melting. Then we have a process by which a liquid changes into a gas on heating is called evaporation. Then there is a process by which a gas changes into a liquid on cooling is called condensation. And the fourth one, the process by which a liquid changes into a solid on cooling is called freezing. So you have to remember this, okay? Whether the states, okay, the matter changes its form whether by heating or by cooling. So these are the main four processes which we have read already, okay? You need to remember and you should be clear about this one. So that's all for now. We're gonna do our exercises in the next class. Thank you.